Mellon has a record of 26-8. So here we go for some good wrestling action at the 119-pound division. Ref starts them off. Both real strong, real physical wrestlers. They're going to be able to tie up and try and open different situations up for them to take their shots and score some points.
You know, Mark, over the last few years, Mountain View consistently turning out great great small wrestlers, great in the lower divisions, and the tradition continues here with Todd Robbins. Great ability, great quickness, great strength. Both wrestlers now sizing each other up again. There's a shot by Mellon, a little bit out of position, but recovers well back from that. Back their feet, good ties, good inside control, good position, low hips, good stance. Great wrestling, as you would expect from two guys battling. There's a great shot to a fireman. Beautiful dump. Todd Robbins goes ahead early in the match, scoring 2, and then sliding out of bounds to jump ahead.
The ref will bring him back to the center and start him in referee's position with Mellon in the down position. Robbins circles around and will come on to start here. Goes in in a freestyle start to where he just pushes him away, gives up the one escape, lead 2-1 for Robbins. Again, Mellon likes that low tie, and he'll come drop down on his knees, ties, goes for a shot there, right on the edge of the mat, and circling, trying to stay in bounds, trying to make something work. Robbins goes for a circle on front headlock, goes again to that fireman's carry, sits him down. Beautiful dump.
Nice thing that he did right there. In on the fireman's, that didn't develop. Changed a single leg, that didn't develop. Dumped off to a double leg, scores the 2 on the double leg. But Mellon, always tough, coming out of that great pacing program. He's back, squares up, gets his one. We're back on our feet. Good action. 4-2 match with 30 seconds left in the first round.
One thing that I'm really liking here is the sturdy stances that both of them have. They're just right there, very firm and very strong, trying not to give up inside position to each other. Again, they're on the edge of the mat.
You know, one of the things that young wrestlers don't understand early on, it takes a lot of time on the mat before you really gain an appreciation for it, Mark, and that's the strength of a good, solid stance. And how not only how much is opened up and developed by the strength of that stance, but how hard it is to stay there and how much work you have to put in to make those muscles from your waist to the middle of your thigh, that the muscles through the hips, how much work it takes to get those strong to be able to stay down in that position for 6, 7 minutes if you go overtime, 7.5 minutes if you need to. That's the kind of conditioning that you get to by the time you're at the state level like these two wrestlers are. Great battle, great first start. We're 4-2. Payson decides to go down. Robbins wants to give him an optional start again. Turning loose, wants to battle on his feet. Along with that great tradition of good, young, smaller weight wrestlers is good on their feet wrestlers. And Robbins no exception to that, and certainly not afraid to get on his feet and battle. Mellon needs to come back, but it's a good match, 4-3. But Robbins is making the shots work.
Mellon with a good underhook there, but too little too late as they go out of bounds. They'll start him back in the center. You can see how cut and how muscular these young wrestlers are for being, only 119 pounds. They're actually fairly cut. Robbins again in on a good shot. Mellon trying to counter there by going to a crotch grab, as they call it in freestyle, going for a crotch throw. But Robbins too good, covers real well. Looks like he'll get his 2 there, and now the lead 6-3. So a great takedown there by Todd Robbins.
I think that Robbins did well against great defense. Mellon was really doing the right things to try to lift those hips and do a lift back over himself and get into a scramble that'll open it up. There he comes out from underneath, scores another escape. So right now it's a Robbins takedown, and Mellon gets away, and we've seen it 3 times. Mellon's out now with another escape, but the thing that Robbins did so well was keeping his hips low as he's changed off to that double leg. If that single leg doesn't develop or that head's on the outside, don't even think about it, young wrestlers. Get right to that double leg and finish, just like Robbins did.
As much as it seems like Robbins is controlling the match with his takedowns, the score still remains 6-4, so we're very much right in the thick of things here in the middle of the second round. Again, working on the inside position. Robbins shoots down that single leg, which he's done so well, covers up to the hips, and there he'll get another 2. Doubling up Mellon here with a score of 8-4, 20 seconds left in the second round.
The next time they get on their feet, we'll see. Here they go. Robbins is going to decide to let him go, cut him loose. we'll trade takedown for escape and win the state championship. Seems to be the strategy that he's working with. But watch out the good job he does of getting Mellon out of position. Now look at Mellon's shoulders in relation to his hips. Right now he's leaning. Look how his hips are coming up off. Up, there it is. He had him leaning. Robbins in on a good shot, but we run out of time, so he didn't score on that. But look at how he's forcing Mellon into a bad position with pressure on the head, and even to the point that Mellon's shoulders are so far over his knees that his heels are off the mat. That's what Robbins is looking for. As soon as he gets Mellon in that position, then he's ready for his shot. And that time he chose a fireman to try to make it happen. Now here Mellon comes with a shot, but doesn't score. Robbins counters with a pressure to the head. That doesn't score. We're back on our feet.
And I like what Mellon's doing here. He knows he's been taking down this entire match, and now he's trying to get some offense going, trying to initiate some moves. But meanwhile, Robbins putting on a takedown display. Tries to shot, tries to sit under, goes for a little throw. Robbins catches that back arm. He's going to get another takedown here. If he can get back behind, there he does. 10-5. Great takedown, great counter there by Todd Robbins. Just phenomenal wrestling. And he'll cut him again, 10-6. Todd Robbins about 1 minute away from being your 2003 champ.
Robbins doing a good job keeping pressure, and what's happening is that Mellon's starting to be frustrated by that pressure. Notice Coach Tim Blatter is signaling to keep that pressure on the head, keep changing off on those ties. And what's happening is Mellon's getting out of position, and so he's trying to force things. Now let's see if he can set up a shot, get the shot, and then finish, or if he's going to be forced into another bad position. 4-point lead now. Robbins has the luxury of just staying solid, staying strong, not doing anything that would be a high-risk thing, and not get himself into trouble. There again, his coaching staff encourage him to stay at it, stay pressure. It's real easy to get too complacent, sit back, and all of a sudden you're on your back. Wrestling's winner take all. You get put on your back regardless of points you scored earlier. You can still lose the match. But with coming up on 20 seconds left to go, Robbins now staying in control, doing a good job. Ty, nice job. Oh, great job, just pressuring on the head, put Mellon's head in the mat, and just a nice spin around behind. Very simple move. Good strategy to score 2. Cuts him loose. Get 1 more on his feet. And so far it's 6 takedowns to 7 escapes. And we got a 5-point lead as time runs out. And your 2003 state champion from Mountain View at 119 pounds, Todd Robbins.